from Russian influence. I'm Elina Reddy. The Soviet Union was a melting pot of 15 republics, which were influencing each other in art, science, culture, literature, and food. We were not just united by the same government, we also had to learn to speak the same language. Russian influence is about Russian influence on the world and the world's influence on Russia. We're on location in Docklands, Melbourne, Australia. We're about to visit my lovely friend Huraman Armstrong, who is a fabulous host and a sensational cook. Having Russian influence in your beautiful home. I am excited to try all these things out.
Thank you. As you know, I'm from Baku, from Azerbaijan, and today I will be introducing you to my culture and my traditions. And Azerbaijan is one of Soviet countries, one of 15 countries. It's located on Caspian Sea, very exotic country. Azerbaijan means land of fire. So we will create a fire today in kitchen. We'll start today with tea. We drink black tea in Azerbaijan. We don't drink coffee, we drink tea all day. I want to introduce you to this special one with herbs. Chobritsom, thyme. Black tea with thyme. Would you like to try it?
Absolutely. It smells very spicy. So this is something that happens when people come home. This is a welcome tradition?
Yes, straight away we invite people to tea, and regardless who walks in, you know, if we have, say for example, electrician popped in for some work, or anyone, or neighbor knocking your door asking something, we will invite straight to tea ceremony. It's ritual, it's our tea rituals.
Lucky electrician.
Lucky electrician, yeah. I tried to do here, but people felt intimidated by inviting them straight away to sweets and tea. Yeah, I still do it, but. And we serve tea in these glasses, which we call armude glasses, pear-shaped glass.
Beautiful. It's like a shape of a woman in a way, waistline.
It is. But also it has thermogenetic kind of qualities when you pour tea, and tea is hot here, but here it's cooled down so you don't burn yourself. And we pour tea until here, and we call this place for your lips, so you don't burn your lips. So it's very special glass. We will leave lip space. How we have this tea with slice of lemon. So a table like this set in our house all day long. So we have tea before meals, after meals, and as you can see, I love using candles. So it's going back to our heritage. As you may probably know, Azerbaijan used to be Zoroaster country, fire worshipping. It's going back to first millennium BC. So we're still keeping traditions. We respect fire, we respect food. Have you heard about Nowruz, celebrations of Nowruz?
No, please tell me.
So we miss celebrating Nowruz, which we celebrate on Equinox Day. It's our biggest holiday. We celebrate rebirth of nature, and it's New Year for us. So we celebrate from 25th of March to 22nd of March. And you know, because of lockdown, we couldn't celebrate. I thought I will celebrate it today with you. We do lots of sweet dishes and we put lots of candles. And normally we would light candle for each family member and making good wishes. So I did enough candles, enough candles for everyone. I baked for you this special sweet. Have you watched movie? Кавказская пленница?
Of course.
Yes. Do you remember? Yes. Remember when she sits at the table when they stole her and she eats this лепешка? It's called Karabakskaya лепешка.
Is that
it? Yes.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit dry and with special filling inside. Just try.
Delicious.
Enjoy.
So what's inside it?
Inside it's special, like unusual filling. It's butter and sugar. So melted butter and sugar and little bit vanilla. And of course, I always have my chocolate. I didn't have all range of chocolates. Normally, I would do like about 30 different types. Today for you, I just made Azerbaijani ones. So I have 2 Azerbaijani chocolates, which I dedicated to Azerbaijan. One of them, I'll just show you how much I like everything about fire. So this one is paisley shaped buta, which is our symbol of Azerbaijan. As I said, Azerbaijan, land of fire in translation, and Baku means city of winds. Azerbaijan, before it was famous for oil, it was famous for silk and spices, and Silk Road ran through Azerbaijan. This chocolate I dedicated to Azerbaijan and Silk Road, and I named it Silk Road. I used flavors of our traditional baklava, so it's ground spices, hazelnuts, so please help yourself. And second chocolate, sometimes I name my chocolates after I make them, sometimes before, you know, I have chocolate French affair, I knew the chocolate name before I created the chocolate, and I have Moulin Rouge, but this chocolate I didn't know how to name it. So I started to create this chocolate, wild strawberries, nice red color, and pistachios, beautiful green. So when I was creating this, I had these memories of childhood. So every summer we used to go to visit my grandfather's house, which is in town by name Kelbajar.
Was it far from where you lived, from Baku?
Yeah, it's very far. It's different region. It's close to Karabakh region, and that land is very rich in gold, in hot springs. It's Tisu, so we used to go to that resort.
The hot springs there, the healing ones.
Healing ones, yes. So we used to go there, and lots of people arrived from all over Soviet Union back then. Soviet
I remember.
With heart problems. So we used to go just, you know, like prevention. And as a kid, I have these memories. And once, not in Kelbajar, but outside Shusha. So Shusha, it's ancient cultural center of Azerbaijan. It's very picturesque when you drive through. It's green mountains and red rooftops. And when I look at this chocolate, I thought, okay, green and red. It just reminded me Shusha. So I called it Echoes of Shusha.
That's a beautiful name, and obviously it symbolizes your childhood memories. That's fantastic. Tell me a bit more about your chocolate business.
I'm my 5th year in chocolate. It started just with innocent dessert. So I always interested in health and well-being, nutrition, and I couldn't find any alternative to healthy chocolate. You know, I was looking through ingredients. I just wanted very clean chocolate without any preservatives, colors, or anything. And I remember creating this dessert, my very first dessert, salted caramel figs. I just created for myself, and at that time, my boyfriend, who is now my husband, and being married to...
I understand why he became your husband.
Yes. And being married, you know, to entrepreneurial businessman doesn't help, because whatever I create, he will come up with business plan or business idea. Let's turn it to business. So it turned to business. After that, I went back to my corporate career. So In Australia, I have more than 7 or 8 years in public sector.
When did you arrive in Australia?
2005.
And so your corporate career, what were you doing?
I was in investigations, so I always work in investigation unit for different government departments, Treasury Department, Health Quality Commission, Human Resources. I loved my job and it was a great experience. I think for integrating, and assimilating in this country, it's very important to have this kind of jobs when you understand the law and rules of this country. So I'm grateful for that experience, but being really entrepreneurial by my spirit, I couldn't continue with 9-to-5 job. So around 3 years ago, I decided to quit my job and fully concentrate on my chocolate business.
Well, that's a brave decision, and I am very, very happy you've done that because so many people enjoy your chocolates now.
I love living in Victoria because you can find any fruits and vegetables that I missed from my country, and my favorite fruit, quince. And I made for you quince preserve.
The very famous one.
With walnuts, sorry.
I love the color. Please tell me, what dish are you preparing today?
I'm preparing a couple of dishes. Azerbaijani cuisine very diverse. We have about 2,000 dishes because from 11 climatic zones, we have 9 zones in Azerbaijan. So that's why it's very diverse cuisine.
Wow.
Today I'm cooking a couple of dishes. It will be very unusual for you, yogurt soup.
I have never had that one before.
So you will try today. We will be cooking yogurt soup with lots of herbs. It's very healthy. We're also cooking with chestnuts. As you see, I love pomegranates. Look at this. Pomegranates here, candles here, and everywhere. Chestnuts, lots of fried onion. And of course, we're cooking my favorite dish, Azerbaijani dolma. Dolma is cooked by many nationalities, by many countries, but every nationality brings their own flavor.
Yep.
So you will be trying Azerbaijani style dolma. Let's start with herbs. We use lots of herbs. 6-7 types of herbs. As you can see, dill and coriander and chervil, which lots of people don't know about chervil. Chervil, we call it mountain coriander. And we need to chop it very fine. Lots of patience and time. So we spend hours for our cooking. We just use natural yogurt. We mix it with water. You can mix it?
Yep,
You can help me?
absolutely.
Yes.
Is it like beating the eggs or just mixing?
No,
or
just
like this?
mixing. Just mixing. So it's fully, mixes with water. And what I took here, so it's egg, flour,
and
1
rice,
spoon, and ground rice. So we will be mixing this, and it will be added.
Yeah.
So mixing that, and this one should be fully now dissolved in yogurt, fully mixed. And now fun part starts. So we have to stir it until it boils. It can take half an hour, so you have to constantly stir it.
Huraman, what would you say is the biggest difference between life in Australia and life in Azerbaijan?
Well, it's very different but similar too. So similarities in, say for example, if we're talking about food and cuisine, we're so lucky here. Such a diverse cuisine. And if we're talking about family celebrations with hundreds of people, like in many European countries, when you just have birthday party, but all relatives will turn up to that party, massive weddings, couple of hundred. So in our country, if someone says, I have very small wedding, it means 200 people.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Very family-oriented culture, but same here. What is different for me, I don't have my family here, I only have my husband.
Yep.
Yeah, with me. So that's why for me it's very different. When I go there, I socialize a lot with family. Melbourne is very similar with Baku. Baku is a very cosmopolitan city. So it's what I love about Melbourne and living generally in Australia. It's very...
Climate-wise, what is the biggest difference climate-wise between Melbourne and Baku?
Melbourne is like Baku, city of winds, especially Docklands where we live reminds me of Baku. Queensland was very different to Azerbaijan, but here I feel like at home. So the name of this is Dovga. Dovga. unusual for many people. People think how you can cook soup from yogurt. It's very diverse kind of soup. Like in winter we have it hot with lots of crushed black pepper, and in summer it's very refreshing. We have it straight from the fridge, cold. It's good for your digestion. So it's about 5-6 different herbs here. We're just taking by hand. We will not cook it too long time to preserve all these vitamins in herbs. So it's chervil, dill, celery, lots of mint, coriander, spinach. We cooked our first dish, which is soup. We will start with soup, and now we're cooking our main dolma, and I will be teaching how to wrap dolma. So this one is preserved leaf. I couldn't get fresh leaves. You need to cut this off.
Take a little bit like this, yeah, like that. Is
A
it
little bit more.
A little bit more.
Yeah, put in the middle.
Put in the middle like this.
Yes. Yep. And now start closing from this end. One,
Yes.
two.
Two.
Little bit tight so it doesn't open when you cook.
Yep. Like that.
3,
Four.
4,
Then
5.
5. Wow.
That's it.
Yeah.
And so it's rice, herbs, and mince. That's it.
That's it.
And
that's
onion.
It. Yeah.
And onion.
And spices, what spices did you put?
Salt and pepper. That's it. I use salt and pepper, and also you can see it's a little bit yellow. It's turmeric. So I use turmeric in that. So usually we would cook dolma. Here's dolma. It's ready. It's cooked, and usually we cook it from very oily lamb. But I couldn't find oily lamb, so I cooked from lean lamb. One more dish coming up. It will be served as side dish with our surprise dish that's coming at the end.
Ooh!
We call this dish turşu govurma.
Turşu govurma.
Turşu govurma. Chicken turşu govurma. I took boneless chicken thighs. I fried them a little bit, put them in the pot, and added saffron. So just infused with water, saffron infused water, added there, and cooked maybe 5-10 minutes. And now we're mixing up fried onions. We use a lot of onions. So I fried these onions and add a little bit turmeric there. So it has saffron and it has turmeric. So you can cook it without saffron. I just love smell of saffron. Lots of fried onion. Add chestnuts. So I pre-cook them.
So how long would you cook? Would you boil them, the chestnuts?
You can boil them, but I just crisscross cut on chestnut and put in oven.
Yep.
So I bake them.
Okay.
And this one was easy peel chestnuts. Usually chestnuts very difficult to peel. This one was a good one. So fried onion, chicken, we're adding chestnuts. And we will leave it for 10-15 minutes until it's like heating through and bubbling. So now time to reveal surprise dish.
Da-da-da-dum, da-dum!
This we call king of meals. It's what we serve at birthday parties, at weddings, when we have guests. It's plov. Have you ever tried Azerbaijani plov?
No.
Azerbaijani plov, a little bit different from other plovs. Like, say for example, in Uzbekistan, they mix lamb with rice, beautiful, this kind of Uzbekistani plov. We make plov different way. It's 2 different components. One is already ready, turşu govurma.
Yep.
We call it gara. And it's like side dish to the rice. Rice get cooked separately with saffron. So have a look.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
And it cooks different way from other rice. So no rice cookers, nothing. It's very slow cook, and it's been on for 2 hours already. And why we use this towel? it will all condensation going into towel, into the lid. So water will be not dropping back to pot. So it's important to just wrap lid with this kind of towel. I added some butter, melted fresh butter, and now adding saffron.
Oh, I can hear it bubbling.
Bubbling. Okay, and chicken cooked. Chicken with saffron is cooked. Fried onion in. Chestnuts, everything nice and hot. And last part, we will add pomegranates. We will add our pomegranates and leave maybe for 5 minutes. Done.
Huraman, you are a woman of many talents. You are a sensational cook, wonderful friend, amazing host, and your chocolates are absolutely sensational. But you also have huge passion for skincare. So tell me about that.
Yes, skincare and beauty, anything to do with health. So a couple of years ago, I was introduced to these little babies that they call Winkle Iron, Galvanic Spa, and Lumi Spa, face cleanser and massager. So I improved my skin as natural share. I started to share with all my friends, people I knew, all this good news. And it's led me to another business. I became partner for world's #1 at-home use beauty devices company. So it's world leading company, innovation company, skincare and health. So now I'm just partner with this company.
So it's called New Skin.
New Skin company is New Skin. It's individualized skincare, and we also have scanner that checking your health, antioxidant level. So I'm not only demonstrating this product, but I'm also teaching other people how to do this business and how to create income stream from this business.
Incredible.
And now we will taste this wine, Azerbaijani wine, Chinar, and I will teach you how to dance. Cheers. Cheers.
Roman, thank you for this feast that you have prepared. I cannot wait to sample it all.
You're welcome.
What 3 things make you proud to be Azerbaijani?
Good question. First, our people very generous, hospitable. In Azerbaijan, it will be first. Second, I'm just proud of my heritage. I'm proud of my country. It's good blend of East and West. I love my history of my country. And third one will be tolerance, coming from very cosmopolitan and tolerant country. And this is why it makes me comfortable in Australia, you know, another tolerant, beautiful country. I feel at home. So I have 2 homes, Australia and Azerbaijan.
You're Australian born and Australian raised.
Yes.
What it's like to have a wife from Azerbaijan?
Well, very privileged, and quite apart from her obvious beauty, to be introduced to the rich culture of not only Azerbaijan, but I guess the greater former USSR, having had the privilege of travelling there on 3 occasions now. It's a wonderful part of the world and great people.
Like this, and very gentle.